Write what you feel, write to heal, writing for self. Writing is a way to express our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, our pain, our sorrows, our joys, our opinions, our experiences, and our dreams. When we write, we bear our innermost thoughts and secrets, allowing us to capture our inner spirit, our imagination, and our very essence as a person, and we let it shine through as a way of defining who we are. In school, the first things we learn as children are reading, writing, and arithmetic. Writing and self-expression go hand in hand, and when we can put our feelings into written words, we are on a path of self-discovery, self-awareness, and self-fulfillment. It is so important to reflect and address all that goes on in our heart and our mind. We must learn to express ourselves to help get through the loneliness we feel, the isolation we experience, and what better way than writing? For most of us, when it comes to writing, we will feel at a loss for words in the beginning. We will find it hard to capture in written words what is going on in our life. I am convinced that writing is probably one of the most effective ways of understanding ourselves and what is going on in our life. It may not be easy at first, but once we feel liberated and allow ourselves to get in touch with our innermost thoughts, we will feel the ease in expressing what we feel, and that will translate to our need to write and to come to terms with all we are experiencing. The more we write, the more we will feel a need to, and the more we will need to, the more we will. The words will flow, and we will start to understand and learn from these quiet, reflective times that allow us to reflect, cry, and heal in the process. If I could convey what I have learned in writing and how it has helped me, I would say the turning point where I realized writing would play a part in my life was after suffering a depression that would not go away in the wake of my father's unexpected, tragic death. Losing my father in an instant of time and in such a violent way, crushed by a speeding train, was something I was unprepared for and the furthest thing from my mind. At that point in my life, I realized how very fragile we are and how important it is to really listen to those who are most important to us. My father was a man who seldom spoke about his feelings and what was going on in his life. We had accepted that with our dad because we knew him simply that way. He was always there for us, and he loved to visit mine and my sister's families and spend time with all his grandchildren. He was very special, and he always played a major part in all our lives, and his absence and the way we lost him really hit us hard. I was devastated and found myself questioning God as to why we had to live through so much pain and sorrow, and why we had to lose those we loved so much in such heart-shattering ways. I had to explain this to my autistic son, who was Pop's biggest fan. He and Pop were inseparable when he came by to visit. He spent hours at a time with our son, and those visits truly made a difference for both Pop and Maddie. One thing I have learned since I started my journey of self-discovery through writing is that we all have a story to tell, and we have the ability to learn from our experiences, and we can help find comfort and touch others as we write. My writing has evolved over time, and it has been the result of my thoughts, ideas, experiences, challenges, and personal reflection. As we live each day with the ones we care for most, we will find that all we want in life is to feel safe, secure, and loved. Sure, we wish to live full, rich, and very satisfying lives with wonderful experiences and with deep meaning. The reality is that our lives will be filled with ups and downs, and we may lose sight of what is most important from time to time as we get lost in our busy, chaotic lives. We must not lose control in our life or get so overwhelmed that we feel we are all alone and have no one to turn to. We must take full responsibility and learn to understand and be grateful for what we have. Our family is all we have, and we must be there for them, and we should come to expect that they will be there for us in our time of greatest need. This is something my father sadly could not see as he succumbed to his own personal struggles. There is a beauty in writing that certainly provides us all a sense of awareness. We learn from the writings of others and are affected in so many ways. There is a lot of emotion and deep meaning in personal reflection. I have experienced a great deal of emotion, pain, joy, and hope through the years, which allows me to find comfort in expressing myself and writing what I feel, since I have been deeply affected by my son's experiences as an autistic child. I have come to learn that writing about it is much better than keeping it inside. I was never one to open up with people and reveal my innermost feelings. I was very shy and had many insecurities. But when I write, I feel a sense of hope and freedom. I can write what I feel. I can ease my pain and sorrow and get to the heart of what is on my mind. I write for my son because my biggest challenge in life now is seeing that he is okay and will be prepared for life ahead. He has so much to learn, and since he is special in so many ways, I need to let him know that. I want him to know how much we love him and how much we believe in him. Autism is a condition that many more children are learning to live with and having to come to terms with. Many families are trying their best to help their children learn to live with it, accept it, and deal with it as best they can. I am also trying to do the same for my son, and by writing, I am trying to leave my son with my innermost feelings. And I want him to know how much I love him and will stick by his side for as long as I live, and my writings hopefully will live on, helping him to understand that even if I am not there physically, I am there in my heart and with my words. The words I express in these simple writings now as I live, hopefully, will provide comfort now and inspiration later for my son, as I wish to share these writings with my son now and forever. It is for our son that I write, and for an inner peace. I pray my son will always have peace, joy, and happiness in his life. This is the wish of mine and my wife's. Writing is a way we all can feel what we live and express all that we know. When we write, we find peace, joy, pain, and hope. God bless. Edward D. Ionelli III, my male persona.